Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of After Rehearsal, Behind the Music. Today we're sitting down with rap artist, producer, creative, and writer from Macon, Georgia, Goodie Supreme. We're going to get a chance to learn about his story, the brands and such that he's involved in, his collaborations, and everything in between. Take a look. Welcome to After Rehearsal, Behind the Music. We have rapper from Macon, Georgia, Goodie Supreme with us today. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself? How about yourself?
Doing great. So you've really built a presence as an artist through the Atlanta area and beyond. Take us back to the beginning. Who is Goodie Supreme at its core, and what has shaped your love for music?
So it really started from my pops, man. My pops used to play guitar in his local band. I'm from Macon, Georgia, of course. So like my pops used to play like a great bass, man. He was one of the best bass players around here. But what he used to do was turn me on to other music. So he had turned me on to like Jimi Hendrix,
Yeah,
Prince,
yeah,
Cameo, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like he was into like the bands. So he would try to let me hit the chords, the keys, and just had me doing all this type of stuff, just listening. Then, of course, when rap music came out, he was into that also, like not doing it, just listening, like listening to the music, telling me where the samples came from, or
yeah.
just to, get my music library together. That's what he was doing,
I
just
love that.
telling me, okay, this may be this to you. The same way I do my kids now. This you say this is this, but let me tell you where this originated from.
Yeah.
So that's how that came about, man. Just my love for music stemmed from then on.
I,
And go ahead, go ahead.
no, I was gonna say that's super dope, man. Just having somebody really take you in under the wing and say, "Hey, this is the origins of everything that you're listening to today, and then this is where it comes from." I love that.
Yeah. And that's it opened my ear up because I listen to everything now.
Yeah.
Like when I say everything, if you get in my car and you want to hear something specific, you in the wrong car. It's gonna go from Tupac to Maroon 5 quick.
Yeah,
It's like it's,
yeah.
I'm
Hey,
all over the place. So
I love a good eclectic playlist. Just really being able to have a love for music in general. And
yeah.
so being there in Georgia with so many different music, not only originating from there, but also being big and famous there. So what would you say kind of shaped your influence when you're taking a look at all of these artists that are specifically in Georgia?
So in Georgia, really, man, my main the thing that got me back, I want to say back in love with music. I don't want to say back in love, but heighten my love for music is when I heard Spodio the Dopalicious from Outkast.
Yes.
And that song being on a rap album, it was just the type of things that they were doing on their albums that lets me know like you can do anything on your album. Like you can expand your horizons on your album. Like you don't have to stick to one specific genre on your album for it to
Hmm.
be a rap album. Because that, even though that song was, they was just talking, but it
Right.
still had that hip hop feel to it. It still had that type of vibe to it, but it also expanded other genres and other avenues, and it just made me think like you don't have to stay in one spot. Music doesn't have to be one way. It doesn't have to be
Right.
verse, hook, verse. It can be whatever you make it be. So that right there taught me to create my songs a certain type of way. And I always loved the way Tupac voice was. It was a
Yeah.
strong voice.
Right.
So like you need to channel your voice like however you feel like it needs to be. You can make it. You can make it how it is. And just being creative with it all, like putting it all together. Like down south music is it's everything, man. You got the booty shake, you got the soul, you got the it's some of everything from down south. But I also pick from other parts of the world too. Like I would be lying if I say New York didn't influence me in some type of way of building lyrics. Like
Right.
the way that they told stories was different. Or
Right.
Houston, Scarface, the way he told a story and made it personal was different.
Very much so.
So
Very
it's
much
just
so.
it's just things like that, like putting it all together, man. Big gumbo.
I love that because it kind of continues to speak to your versatility of what you love about music, and then also just being a lover of music and the creation process within itself. I definitely resonate with that love for Outkast and how they did so many things that were outside of the normal formula, like you just said. what would you say has helped to shape your not only your sound but your presence and who you are as an artist? Because you spoke to like, hey, when Outkast did this, it showed that you don't have to be within the norms or the confines of what we're used to. What has shaped you today to say, hey, I'm not only going to be outside the box, but I'm going to be uniquely me? Because when I'm listening to your tracks, I'm like, it sounds like this and it sounds like that, but your voice is so distinct that it's just you.
So one thing I had to learn within myself, like don't be afraid to be vulnerable in your music. Cause I didn't used to do
Yes.
that. Like when I first started,
Yes.
I was punchlines and just trying to make the creative. I wanted to create a song, but I always wanted to make it as lyrical as possible. And then one day I'm sitting down listening to my music, like, oh man, these people don't really know me as a
Yeah.
person. Like I hadn't put myself into the music.
Mm-hmm.
And so many things was going on in 2020. So that's when I did that Dream Need Love 2 project. I was coming off of GFN 2, where I had did this personal song. It's called Keep On Loving You. And well, Keep On Loving Me. And I love that I was able just to be vulnerable enough and I let my people hear it first because they had never heard me do things like that. They was like, wow, man.
Yeah.
So as I was doing that, I was also creating the album where I knew like everything was gonna be personal about it. I had just lost my best friend,
Mm-hmm. Sorry to hear
and
that.
that was somebody I did music with as a kid. Like
Yeah.
that was my rap partner. He was my beat producer, my engineer. You know, coming off
Absolutely.
of that, I was like, I couldn't create without talking about myself,
Right.
and I just had to get real with myself. Like, hey man, if you're gonna do this, go all the way in with it. And
Right.
from that point on, I was like, I can still be creative and give the people me.
Right.
Yeah, I can. Two things can be true at the same time, and that's what I was always scared of. If I gave too much of myself, how much creativity would I have creating it or doing it, or would they get it? And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it anyway, and I feel better for it. I felt like I grew as an artist, and just that's how I create now. I still make it creative, but I still want to give the people me, or give the
Right.
people something, because I ain't the only one that feel like this or that. Because you got a million people that feel that way.
Right.
You may feel like you're the only one, but once you do what you're doing and you say something that resonates with somebody, you have 15 more people reaching
Yeah.
out like, man, hey,
They gonna tap right in. They're
yeah,
gonna tap right in. And
yeah.
I'm sorry for your loss. I'm sure that the impact of the longevity of how long he had been with you and doing work with you was substantial. How would you describe the feeling of how to be in those vulnerable spaces of not only sharing personal stories but memories of lost ones in your music, and to come in and out of that for performances or just impromptu, like because you're an MC, so
Yeah.
on the spot, hey, give me up, you know. So
Yeah.
how would you describe the feeling of having to tap into those emotive moments every time you perform and kind of relive those feelings through your lyrics?
Truthfully, that I love being on stage because it's therapeutic. Or
Yeah.
I love writing because it's therapeutic. It helps me get that stuff off. Like I held it in so much because it took me a while to create that project. I'm not saying like I it happened and I jumped right in it. It happened, and you got to understand there's somebody that I just full on created with. Like most of my ideas, most of my music
Right.
before then was just us. So like getting back in the studio itself was hard. Like just going back into the studio was extremely hard. It was like, okay, how do I want to create this? Is this person gonna know my sound? Is this person gonna understand that I like I'll record something and it may sound done, but I'll go back in and do something else. Are they gonna be frustrated with that? Lo and behold, though, I did find my homie Chaz, and we rock out the same way. He understands my process. But when I was creating it, man, it took me a long time to write some of those songs because I bring up a memory. It's some memories that you'll start writing down, then it jogs something else, and then it jogs something else. And hey man, like tears falling, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it's that'll stop my writing process. So what he encouraged me to do, like, hey man, stop writing at home, come in the studio and just write it. But my fear was once I write it and I try to perform it, how is it gonna sound? Like,
Right.
am I gonna be too emotional? Lo and
Right.
behold, that made the best song though. So, because I had
Nice.
it all built up, and as I'm saying it, it was one takes because I didn't want to do it again. So
Right.
it made for the project to be what it was. So when I get in it, when somebody offers me to come perform, and I can still get in that space, I can have that space to tell them what this song is about, how I created it. And then once I perform it and they feel it too, it makes me feel better.
Right.
So, just a process. And now,
That's dope.
yeah.
That's dope. So your project that you came out with, Dreams Need Love Too, it speaks loud just within its title alone. Talk about the concept, what kind of did it, what did it mean to put it together, and why was that message so necessary to tell?
So Dreams Need Love Too is where my comfort zone was. Like where I feel like I was able to grieve at. Where I felt like I left off where he passed it, we both had the same dream of doing this music. Not necessarily like if it blows, it blows. I'm gonna do music forever. Age, I'm always do music just because it's in me. So I do it for the love of it. And at the same time, I feel like I left my dream behind. Like I didn't give it no love to help me grieve.
Yeah.
And one day, I actually said this title on the stage. One day, I was performing at it's a place called Central City Park for a Juneteenth fest, and I had this song called Dreams that's on GFN 2. And at the end of the song, Dream on the stage, and I said Dreams Need Love Too. Don't know why I said it, but I said it. And when I got off the stage, I was like, that's the project.
That's the project.
That's the project. And then I wanted everything to be personal. And then I had took a picture with my daughter on her sixth birthday. And the picture looked so personal. I said, oh man, that's the cover. So I made that the cover, and everything started to grow. Like it was like I can see the vision for it. I wanted the
Yeah.
dreams need love too. Don't forget your dreams. Make sure that whatever you use to help you get through whatever, use it. Use that platform, use your talents, use whatever it is to help you escape the reality of it. That's what the dreams need love to is. Escape. Sometimes you need a reality
Right.
escape. You got to
Right.
escape reality sometimes.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
even though they can tie into each other, it's healthy to put it out there to get it off. Don't hold it in. So even through that album, it's a female's voice. Her name is Dream. Now it ties into relationship as well. So all those songs, when you hear Dream come on and she says, "My name is Dream," all the way to the end on the last song, she say, "Oh, you looking better, you feeling better, you looking stronger," which is stronger is the last song. But all the songs in between that, they all ties. It all ties into it. Even what I just spoke of today when I say um, people didn't know me prior to my music. So there's a
Yeah.
point in that album where she says, "I've been knowing you for a long time, but I don't know nothing about you."
Mm.
And then that's when it goes into like more personal songs, like songs for my nieces, the song for my daughter, and the song for Decatur, which is my best friend who passed. All those songs are consecutive, like in a line.
Yeah.
So Dream can get to know me, also my audience.
Yeah.
So
I love that. I love that because it's personal, but then also bringing family into it helps you to then say, "Hey, this is a huge part of me, and the music is a part of me, and now you get to learn more and more through my music and from what I'm sharing with you." I love that.
yeah,
The experiences, the memories, and I'm sure it's all nostalgic. Not only writing it, creating it, but then also reflecting on the work when people bring it up. Like, oh yeah, I love that project, and you're like,
yeah,
if only you knew the labor of love that came into putting this together.
yeah,
For me as an artist, being on stage and performing is the escape because I never open my eyes when I play saxophone.
mm.
Yeah,
Oh, you play saxophone? Didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah. 20 years, 20 years I've played sax. So
Oh
when
man. Okay.
so when I perform and I play, unless I'm like in a band and I have to be looking at people, I never look at the audience.
Why is that?
It's never been about them.
I
So I don't
got
want
you.
to. So I don't want to start. So like for me,
Yeah.
like way back, just it was that spot where when I would play and my eyes were closed. Like when I would play, I'd close my eyes and I would go there, right? And so I'd be like, okay, what do I need to play? But also, it was the safest space in the whole world. It was me, the instrument, and flowing in what God gave me. And so,
Mm.
so in it, closing my eyes was okay, take control because nobody can touch me. Nobody can say anything about me or do anything to me when I'm in this space. And so for me, I run to that space.
I get it.
Yeah. Cause then you open your eyes and you're like, we back. So,
Yeah.
song is
Yeah.
over, concert's over, and you're like, oh, and then people are like, oh my gosh, that was so da 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 da. And the same people that what did Kanye say? You know, they love you, then they hate you, then they love you
Love you
again.
again. Yeah.
And so it's just like, come on, like I don't want to ever be moved by people's words because you could not mean it the next day.
That's true.
So I don't want to have my eyes open and be moved by how you believe I'm playing because I know how I'm playing.
Yeah.
And not because of how I think I play, but because of who gave me the gift to do so.
That makes sense.
So the stage is for me. The stage is always the escape.
That's
So
dope.
people,
Yeah.
so
I get
so
that.
people, so people ask like, oh, are you good? And I'm like, I've played because for me it's like talent is relative, right? Because you and I both know we live in a very saturated music market where
Yes.
everybody's a rapper.
Yes.
Everybody's a producer, everybody's a beat maker, and it's like stuff that we think is trash to somebody else. Oh my gosh, it's the best
Yes.
producer ever,
Yes.
and you're like, what? You listening to this? So when people like even on social media, when people play stuff and I don't have an opinion about it, I keep scrolling because I know it's still going to be filled with comments with people who believe it's the best thing ever because
Yeah.
they fell in love with some other aspect of the song. So
I'm the
talent is
same way. I leave my opinions to myself. And artists are as artists are sensitive. And I know everybody be like, man, they too sensitive. No, they went in there and did what they wanted to do, and it's
yeah.
that's like Picasso bringing out a painting. And you like, man, that is trash. I don't want to hear that. That's what, like,
I'm like, how is it? Work was done to put
there
that
you go.
song together,
There you go.
because in the same aspect, we put in stuff that's labor of love that somebody else may not like.
Exactly.
And I remember always hearing different artists that I knew growing up. They're like, I'm not moved by you not liking my music because it probably means my music is not for you. And I was like, so when you had mentioned earlier, like, hey, when I get vulnerable and I'm sharing in my songs, it's tapping into someone who resonates with that, and there's probably 15 other people that come along with it. So I think
Yeah.
in that same aspect, there's some people that may not like my music. Great, I'm not the artist for you. We have
Yeah.
playlists. We have playlists for a reason, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. I know my stuff isn't for everybody, and I'm fine
Yeah.
with that. I want to reach my core people, and I'm fine with that.
So
Don't.
every artist, every rapper, should I say, that I've kind of studied and taken a look at, because I'm somebody that is very much I'm a lover of music, and when I think of rap, I split it up into categories of favorites. When we talk goat conversation, I'm not going to ask you that because I know that's a whole nother
Yeah.
thing, right?
It is.
But but when it comes down to separating different types of greats, I think of who are my greatest lyrical rappers. Because for me, if I'm listening to you rap, I'm listening to your lyrics. I'm listening to delivery, production. That's great. That's a whole separate conversation. I'm listening first. Okay, what are you saying, and then how are you delivering or performing it, and then what is the impact of your music? So I take a look at lyricism first. So a lot of lyricists that I have studied growing up and listened to rap, they had different things, whether they went back to school for psychology or they studied with dictionaries or other things like that. When you think about the beginnings or the origins of your rap journey where you were struggling or whatever, you may have came out the womb writing to put together an 8 bar, what things helped you along the way to grow and strengthen your pen and delivery as a rapper?
Um, for me, like listening to. I put myself against like I never. No, I don't want to call anybody local. I always
Yeah,
told
yeah,
people around here like they'll say who's the best around here. And I always told people your competition is not around here. Your competition is the Jay Z's and the because that's what you're trying to break into, right?
facts,
So
facts.
whenever I got stuck on something, I would try to find out what made me have a writer's block. So sometimes I would put my headphones on and just go to sleep with the beat playing. And hopefully when I wake that prompt something, because a lot of my lyrics does come through the middle of the night. Cause I still remember my first rhyme and I wrote it and I'm watching it and I'm looking at it. I was like, this is trash. You know what I'm saying? This ain't, you know what I'm saying? Just comparing it
Yeah,
to other people. And I'm like, hey man, this ain't it. You know what I mean? Just comparative. This isn't where I want to be. I always knew I wanted to be just better. And like I say, I
right,
started
right,
out just wanted to be a lyricist. I wanted to be uh a Red Man, Method Man, like
right,
just I
right.
wanted to be a lyricist, you know what I'm saying? That's all what I would watch. Then my older brother, he used to bring home like the UGKs, or he'll bring me he just would bring me other music that I wasn't listening to. Let me cancel that out. Um he would bring me some stuff that I wasn't listening to, like NWA.
Hmm.
And so even when I'm listening to that and I'm looking at my own stuff, like this ain't it. I still didn't have it. You know, I had to my brother would tell me like, nah, this
Yeah.
ain't it. And then I remember one day he played this I don't know if you know the group Player, and they had this
No.
song called Cheers to You
Okay.
long time ago. They used to be with
Okay.
Timbaland. Like this is long time
Yeah.
ago.
Yeah.
They play and then like Twister was out at the time and he played this Cheers to You
Yeah.
beat. And then he was like, man, write some of that. And I wrote something and I tried to write it as fast as Twister. It wasn't as fast, but it was fast enough for him. So when I
Yeah.
did it, he was like, you might be on to something. Like he was the first one to give me that confidence, like, you might be on to something. Like this
Yeah.
is better than the 18 other verses I've heard. This one is. So from that motivation, it made me want to, okay, I gotta go harder now. I gotta go harder now. And then so every time I wanted to see his facial expression when I say a verse. So I
Yeah.
wrote for that. I wrote for his facial expression. Like when I say something, I look at him and he go, ooh. I like, okay, I got something.
I love that. I love that.
Yeah, that
I love
that
that.
that helped.
And we're not just going to drive by the fact that you just name drop Twista, uh, one of my
Oh yeah.
favorite. Oh yeah, one of my favorite rappers. So let's talk collaboration and community. Kind of talk about some of the rappers that you have worked with, collaborated with, or really just have helped you with your process, and what impact has the overall rapper community that you know helped you along the journey.
So locally, man, there's a lot of people. There's this guy named Sonny Spoon. He used to be with Jeezy before Jeezy was Jeezy.
Hmm.
So I remember creating a project over there with them. It was called 1412. It was me, Decatur, Breezy for sure, and Track Schematic.
Okay.
And I remember us in the studio and we were recording and we was doing this song and Smoke from Film Art was in there. And like we recording and we ain't paying no attention. You know, we don't know who's on the other side. We recording. And when we finished, he came over, he was like, hey man, what y'all working on right now, that is fire.
Come on.
That is fire. We was like, what? You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on.
Just to get like recognition like that. And then like DJ Smooth, he's like a celebrity DJ around here. He brings them
Hmm.
all down. So when me and Kato were working on our project, he would send us to Barnesville, Thomaston, or all these other places. Wherever Jody Breeze and Pastor Troy was, he let us open for him.
That's dope.
Every single time we were open for them. And they got so comfortable with us opening that they would invite us to the dressing rooms and all this stuff there. Like, man, y'all guys are dope. You know what I'm saying? I got to
That's
meet Devin the
awesome.
dude. Got to meet Devin the dude. We met Roy Jones. Man, we met so many. We met Pimp C when Pimp C came to Macon. He was at Money's. We met him. Um, met so many people, man. I wish I knew then what I knew now about like just networking instead of like
Yeah.
depending on somebody else to network for you.
Hmm.
Because we had a manager, and sometimes sometimes stuff don't get communicated all the way down. And
Yeah.
so like I just wish we would have asked more questions
Right.
or just stepped in a little bit more. Because even though you do have somebody doing things for you, you still need to assert yourself and be like, hey, I still want you to do X, Y, Z. So I just wish we would have kept those type of connections that we thought we had. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Along the way, were there any rappers or musicians or stars in general that just had you starstruck, that you just like lost for words and just didn't know kind of what to say in the moment?
Nah. That's so one thing, like they all have been like super cool. Like, for
Yeah.
example, we met Scarface. I'm thinking Scarface would be, I don't know why I'm thinking this, but I was thinking Scarface might be a person that when you walk up there and he was
Yeah.
one of the most coolest person I ever met in my life. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the most coolest people we met. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So nah, I haven't had that experience. I don't know who would do that for me. It's probably somebody out there where I'd be like, okay, man. But I haven't
Yeah.
had that experience yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I feel that. I feel that. I
I'm
feel
sure
that.
it's a bit, I'm sure that maybe 3,000 might do that for me. I mean,
Man, three stacks,
3K
bro.
might 3K might do that because I just love the way he creates. I love the way they both create. I don't want to leave Big Boy out of that. I love
Yeah.
the way they both create.
Have you met Big Boy?
I haven't. I've
Okay.
been close, but not
Yeah.
actually met. You know what I'm saying? Nah.
But that
I would love to though.
I just I hear so many stories about people that are just out in the A, whether they're just kind of they're chilling or they're out somewhere at a restaurant or they're at one of the malls or especially Linux Mall and they just run into folks and they're just like, oh yeah, that's so and so. Oh yeah, so and so shops there all the time, and it's almost like normal to see those stars all the time. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, man. I just like I say, close. Same with
Yeah.
Crit. I've been around Crit like close.
Hmm.
Like I know people who works with Crit. Who I know his videographer. They've met him. They be with him all the time.
Yeah.
I've never just met him. I don't think I'd be starstruck. I just think he's a cool cat. Even
Yeah.
from the stories that they tell me or how they kick it with him.
Hmm.
Like even the girl, like me and her went to school together. Like she's on his team. All the stories she tells me, he just seemed like a cool cat. You know what I'm saying? Like I go to a lot of his concerts, but I haven't met him.
Yeah.
You know, but I just some people I just want to meet just because of their creativity and the way they treat
Right.
people. Like the way
Right.
they treat people, even though they're on, they still treat people good. Like some people, I don't want to meet all my idols or heroes because I just don't want to get
You don't
like
want to get a different. Yeah. You don't want to get. Yeah.
I don't want to meet them.
I
You
was
know.
cool with you until you opened your mouth.
Yeah, then I'm around you, then I see that you really just a jerk. Cause I don't want to
Yeah.
meet you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So how did the Twista connection happen, and kind of like what different work did you all do together?
Now we ain't do nothing. It's just
Okay.
like Twister, just artist that I heard people rap fast. I heard people rap fast, but I didn't hear people saying nothing while they were rapping
Right.
fast.
Yeah.
But Twister was some people just they'll MF you today and all that just to make the word because that word right there make it sound fast.
Right.
Cause I've done it, and when I'm rapping fast, and you can say that word, and it said, and it sounds fast.
Yeah.
He wasn't doing that. He was making stories and songs. One morning I woke up next to a thick chick, took a shower, dried off, but the go teeth like slick Rick. Wasn't nobody doing that.
No.
Wasn't nobody doing
No. Nobody was.
that.
Nobody
It
was.
sounds like something. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
this is a story. This is a rapper. He had the punchlines and that adrenaline rush. I may play that album 3 to 4 years, man, like strong, just because I hadn't heard nobody. I heard Bone, of course. Bone did the fast rap, but it was more so rolling their tongues. It wasn't necessarily. Don't get me
Right.
wrong. It was dope. They were just rolling tongues. He was saying clear words that crisp, fast, and with substance. It was like
Right.
I just hadn't I had never
Right. Right.
I had never. That would
Yeah.
be my dream collab. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would love a Twister collab. Twister.
Man.
I would love a Twister collab. Would love it. I seen him a lot live too, and he raps. Seeing it live was crazy because he would do that a cappella. He would come out a cappella and clear.
So what are your thoughts, kind of talking about live, what are your thoughts on rappers that play their lead track while they're rapping and then they don't rap, they just ad lib?
I'm not a fan of it.
Like
Not
I'm sitting there like, I paid to hear you
I'm not
rap,
a fan
and he
of it.
just like
Yeah,
I want to hear
I'm not a
you
fan
like.
of it. And and I tell people now, I promise you, if you do that without your back vocals in it, your
Yeah,
show will be 10 times better.
yeah,
Because I perform like that, so I don't want my vocals in it. Let's say for some odd reason my backing vocals is in it, and I missed a word that's on it because you have to rap it exactly like the track. Now you can't miss a word. You
no.
know what I can do when I ain't got that track in there?
you could, you
I can.
could,
You
you
won't be able to tell what I did.
did.
You won't know. You will not know.
Oh man.
You got to rap it exactly like this track though, but without that track in here.
Hey,
I,
cause
I,
hey, he got a special verse. He got a special third verse. Yup,
yeah.
I was freestyling.
This is for y'all now, and
Oh
it
man.
makes the show better too. Like if I don't, sometimes I'll be performing and they'll say, you know, cussing is allowed. And if I have my track on it and I might have cussing in it, I might look into the crowd. And if I see a kid, I won't cuss the whole show. I can make that adjustment. You can't make that adjustment with a track.
No,
You just can't. You can't.
no.
Or if I see, if I'm about to perform, my auntie call and say, she did this before too. I got booked for this thing called Brad Jam down here. It's a big feast. And, you know, I don't prepare for the show. My auntie hit me at the last minute and say, hey, I'm coming to the show. Now I know, yeah, I had a live band, so you
Yep.
know, I just knew. Okay, let me X those other words out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying those because my auntie in the crowd, dude. Not she may not have cared, but I just took it upon myself to. It ain't necessary, so I can change it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
and yeah, I can't have the backtrack in there because I want to be able to do that. You know
Right,
what I'm saying? I would have had to rap it exactly like that. Though I don't cuss too much, I do cuss some.
right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? So I just don't want it in there. You know what I'm saying? So if I can
Absolutely.
change it, I can change it. And I can do stuff on the fly, you know.
Which that's difficult. Like I don't think people realize how difficult it is to even right before a show or within the moment to think of whether a curse word or an innuendo is in the middle of a punchline or at the end of the punchline, while also remembering all of your rhymes and how fast you rap, because you rap fast as well, to be like, yep, I'm gonna take that word out and I'm gonna take that word out, and still make sure that it's flowing the way that it needs to, while also not forgetting the next line.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
that's
It became a I still rehearse though. And I still tell people this, man. I don't think people rehearse enough. I think they feel like,
no
okay, I know my songs,
wing it.
but you still can rehearse it. I rehearse the movement I wanna do on certain songs, the hand gestures. Do I want to stop or pause right here? Or do I trust the audience to know this next word?
Right.
I practice all that just in case they
Yeah.
don't, because you only get a millisecond to see if they know it, and you can tell it, but you got to catch it. If you don't catch it, it's just gonna be blank right there. So it's things like that. Because I did this. There's a clip online where I'm doing this. It was a brand new song at a brand new venue, and they say, "Who do I sound like?" Nobody. Well, it don't say that, but that's the clean version.
Yeah.
And then like that was my first time doing it. So the first Passover, I did it. And then I knew on the second Passover, I was like, oh man, I was gonna stop. I wasn't gonna say it, I was gonna let them say it. It was a millisecond. And when I did it, and I say, who I sound like? And when I stopped, lo and behold, the crowd said exactly what I wanted them to say.
Let's
And I was
go.
like,
Let's
oh
go.
man, it felt good. But I had that millisecond to see if they were gonna do it. And I would have had to say it myself, but they caught it, you know.
I like when that naturally happens and a rapper or MC gets in front of people before the song starts, like, all right, so this is my song. When I get to this part, da 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 da, they do all that talking and they start the track. And so, like, watching shows like Rhythm and Flow, and the judges are like, don't be doing all that talking. Walk out, start the beat, drop that. If
Yeah.
they don't get it, they don't
I
get it. Like,
yeah.
this ain't your home crowd. Like, it ain't.
Nah,
It's
because it
not.
don't work like that. They don't
It
know you.
don't.
So
It,
I never do that. I never tell them where the callback is. I never tell
yeah.
them. It just people naturally catch it. I do the first pass over, and I genuinely hope that they catch it on that second go around, on that first hook, the second go around. Once they catch it, they anticipating it now. When I get back to it,
Yeah.
now I'm in the clear. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm in the clear now. So I love that feeling, man. I love
So,
it.
two follow up questions regarding performing in general. Number one, do you prefer having your track or a live band accompany you when you're doing a concert or a show?
Two answers. So I prefer a live band if I can practice with them enough. Cause I don't if I have a live band, me personally, I don't want it to sound like the track. You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? I don't want it to sound,
Yes.
I want it to sound closer. I don't want to change it too much where it doesn't sound original, but I want to change it a little bit where it sounds fresh for my audience, if that makes sense. You know
Yes.
what I'm saying? I don't want to change it completely, but I do want to give them another feel of the song with the live band. So if that's not gonna happen, I'm if a band say, "Man, I can jump up here," nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna take the live track. Just give me the live track, and then like I can track it out myself. I can
Yeah.
have the callbacks. I can have the pause segments. I can have all these other different things inside of my show tape. Even if you're not feeling me, I can play something familiar that'll draw you in and be like, "Oh man, I wasn't expecting that," and then I go back to my original joint. So I can do both, but I want my own band. You know what I'm saying? If I can have my own
Yeah.
band
Yeah.
and because there's certain ways I can see my songs being performed if somebody just let me have my band and do that. Like
Yeah.
some songs, like I got a song for my daughter, I just want to perform that over the keys. I don't want no drums or nothing. I just want the keys. You know what I'm saying? I want
Yeah.
that to be a
Yeah.
vulnerable. It's other songs like that that I just want certain instruments to play, not the whole band. And that'll get my band ain't got to play 45 minutes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I get them a break, give my drummer a break, or give my keys a break where I can do certain stuff. It's just certain ways I think I can perform the songs that'll make it a lot more intimate with the
Right.
band if we can all. And I know band members hear things a certain type of way too, so they can have
Facts.
their input. If we can sit there and create a show that'll be different but the same, if that makes it can
Yes. They
just
they can embellish it. They can
yeah,
add different stuff
and be like,
where
oh
it's
man, I heard this. Yeah, I like,
yeah.
oh,
And in the moment they can do it, right? So like if they're feeling
exactly.
some and now you break it down, you going through your lines and then you get hype with it, they're building with that, brother. There's nothing like that, man. It's
Yeah.
nothing like that.
So
It just
that's been my journey trying to find a band, man. So
yeah.
I'm gonna get there. But
And
right,
we'll
I've done it with it's a band called Blueprint down here, but we haven't had the we've never got in together. It was always okay. I need the track. I would take them the track, and they was when it start, they would do their thing.
build on with
They
it.
would
Yeah.
change it probably at the end. Like we did. I got this song called "Bumping." I like the way we came up with this creative spot where I say Decatur's name, and I knew I wanted them to. I knew I wanted to say his name like three times, like Decatur, boom, boom, and we came up with a way to do it. I just wish we would have did more of that type of stuff inside the set. But there was so many people they
Yeah.
had to play for. We couldn't
Right.
make a ton of adjustments because they had to play for other people too. But that little spot, that felt good. But that was the type of thing I wanted to do. Like, man, that felt good. I want to do more things like that
Right.
inside the song. Because when I did it, the crowd felt it. Boom, 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 boom. And the crowd like, oh, you know
Oh,
what I'm
they
saying?
feeling it.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's just
It's
stuff
the
like that.
it's the beauty of live band experiences. So speaking of live concert venues and experiences, what would you describe as as the most lit concert venue or space, or if there's a specific city that you're like, yeah, this city they give the most love. And then which venue, space, or city would you say was the toughest place to perform in, where you felt like you really had to pull on them to get with you? Not even just because of the music, but just because I do know that there's certain cities that is like, yeah, you're gonna have to really come with it, or they're gonna have to really like you in order for them to stand or really vibe with you.
Orlando was the best city that from a new artist when I got up there and did the first show, they showed me so much love on the first show. Like
Yeah,
from the first song to the last song. They showed me love like the entire time. And I wasn't expecting it. I don't know why. I had never been to Orlando before, but I was not expecting it. Like
yeah,
from start to finish. Even the second year when I went back, start to finish, same love. It shocked me. It shocked me. The hardest city actually was here in Macon. Truthfully, the first show I ever did, I got booed out. The
what?
boo. I'm
What?
talking boo. Me and Decatur, first show, boo. We had to go back down there 2 weeks later. It made us tougher. Like 2 weeks later, we went back and we was the first, I think, what were we rapping over? Money, Power, Respect from Locks or something like that. Man, I'm
Yeah.
talking about the booest of the boos, man. Like,
Was it like a local scene, like a local
well,
spot, or was it a festival?
it was like just they was just having this big talent show. It was in Warner. It was like Warner Robins making. It was like just a lot of people, and we thought it was gonna be like this easy thing. Like we knew how good
Yeah.
we were, but man, when I say the loudest of the boos came out of there, we like, oh man. But we went back 2 weeks later because we of course now we gotta show improve. We gotta practice. My brother talking. I'm super mad on the way home. The crazy thing is though, Decatur was laughing.
Yeah.
He was laughing. I'm super mad. He laughing. He like, hey man, don't worry about that, man. You know we dope. And I'm saying we gonna go back down there and kill it next time. He was way more positive than I was. I'm like, F these joker, man, they don't know no real me. You know,
Yeah.
I'm on that type
Yeah.
of time now. Like, cause I'm listening to the stuff that we going behind. And I'm like, man, we way better than that. Why would we do? But it was the stage presence though. Us just standing there
Yeah.
thinking that rapping is just
It's
rapping
enough.
gonna get it. Them folk looking at us, we rapping, they don't know this song. We know the song. These folks looking at us like, all right, dog. Boo, let's get up out of here. And I understand it now. Cause we just standing, I'm just standing there with the mic, just trying to get on these bars, you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
want to see a
Yeah.
show though. They want to see a show. They ain't sing your bars without a show. So I
Man.
understood it. So the next time we went down there and we had this show together, like moving across stage, and they like, okay, okay. But it
Yeah.
was a learning lesson though.
Man. I can only imagine. Wow.
Oh
It'd be
yeah, it
your
was.
own. What do they say? It'd be your own people.
Yeah, and they was on us.
Man.
They were
Dang.
like, boo! Oh
Hey,
my God.
they was on y'all like the Apollo.
Man, we got up out of there too. Like, man, I'm finna go. I was so mad. I know I rap better
Man.
than him, but me
Yeah.
rapping better than somebody, my show went better. My show just went better, you know. But now, you know, yeah, it was humbling. Like you got to put some more
Man.
effort into your craft. So that was one thing that keeps me still rehearsing to this day because I don't ever
Yeah.
want to
Man.
lose that
Absolutely.
feeling, you know.
Shoot. What would you say is your dream location or venue or festival to perform at?
I actually want to do my own festival. And I actually want to do it here at the Douglas Theater. The Douglas Theater used to be a real popular spot where Otis Redding, James Brown,
Oh
Prince,
wow.
Janet Jackson. It's owned by a black family. It's been in Macon since forever, man, like the 1800s. And my dream is to pack that out. Like I really want to pack the Douglas Theater out and just put on a real great show.
I love that.
That is my. It's possible. Like you gotta have the right people. You gotta have the right hosts. You gotta have the right team that's dedicated to promote it. Cause I can go right now and book Douglas, but and say I want to do a show 2 weeks later. but it ain't gonna be what what I envision for it.
Right.
But that's my dream, just to do that, just because of the historic facts of it. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be in there with the sound system, with the quality that it presents, and I can do this, and my kids can be there. No matter who's there, we can.
Right.
I just want to pack it out.
I love that. Hey, well,
That's what I want to do.
let's make it happen then. I'll come down there. I'll bring my sax. We can make it happen, man. I can
That's
get.
what I'm talking about.
I know plenty of. I know quite a few artists in the A that I've done podcast interviews with, so we can
Oh
definitely make that
yeah,
happen. Yeah. And
that's what I
look,
want to do, man.
and one of them's got a whole band, man. Yeah.
See,
And
see.
bro, bro, the musicians down there, man, they something different. So we gonna make that happen for real. We could
Yeah,
definitely
I
make that
definitely
happen.
want to do that, man. Like,
Let's do it.
I think it on a holds like 300 to 400 people or something like that. I just think
Oh,
it'd be,
that's easy.
yeah.
Oh,
I
that's an
just
easy
think it'd be
feeling.
dope. Yeah,
Yeah. And I think for me as an artist, where I'm at is I would rather do smaller concerts and pack it out and get back to the time where we didn't have to do this in the concerts.
exactly.
Back to the time, put away your phones, be present, enjoy it, and talk about it afterwards.
Yeah,
I'll have videographers that'll and audio engineers that'll capture all the things that need to be. I want us to get back to a time where we can enjoy a concert and talk about it afterwards rather than recording it and miss out on somebody's opportunity to hear the next aspect of that creativity while also
yeah,
realizing that every performance is a completely different crafted thing and we're reshuffling the cards. It may be the same songs, but it might be arranged differently. It might be the same arrangement, but it's going to be performed differently. It may be the same performance, but it's going to have different energy.
yeah. And
Yeah,
that's
man.
like I don't mind you taking. Don't record the whole show.
Yes.
You get it?
Get your moments in.
Yeah. Get a moment and then
Yeah. Put it down and
yeah,
be present.
yeah.
I
Just
think there
just
was it Jill Scott or somebody else a while back just stopped and there was a lot of artists. I think it was like about 5 or 10 years ago. They kept stopping their concerts when they were having smaller venues of like 500 and such. They're like, hey, as an artist, we create these atmosphere. We have the lights and things like that. Y'all are on your phones the whole time. People behind you can't see because all they can see is a reflection from your phone. Like, I'm not gonna perform as long as you are gonna be out here with your phones like this the entire time. And think about the people that go live. So now you're taking from me, from somebody who could have paid for a ticket to come because you want to now live stream and you get monetized off of my tickets.
yeah. And now they
So
don't sing the whole show. So now I need to change some things.
whole
Uh,
show,
the whole
whole
show.
show, man.
Like, let me see. I went to see Givian. And I remember I posted like uh probably like two or three things. They was like, man, what this song? What that song? Man, I was too busy singing that song. I don't
Enjoying it,
You don't want
man,
to. If I would have had my phone, I would have been singing into the. It would have been a horrible video. I promise you. No, I'm
bro.
not. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Nah. I might get a some of Maroon. I wouldn't have got some of Maroon 5, but then somebody say, "Why you didn't get XYZ song?" Man, my phone was in my pocket.
Man, I'm planning on going to at least 5 concerts this year. My friend and I have a bunch on the list. But just in general, if I'm ever fortunate enough to be at a Kendrick Lamar concert, I'm gonna record him walking in and I'm gonna record him walking out. Everything else, we're gonna be like, that's just how I feel.
And I went to see him last year on my birthday, and
Oh man,
I saw him last year on my birthday,
I
and
missed,
I got some
I
of it,
missed,
but a lot of it, I was man. If I was recording it, you ain't
bruh.
saying
You
nothing,
ain't
bro. Like,
seeing nothing,
I'm in here rapping all this, man. I'm not. You can forget it. It's gonna be
bruh.
a terrible, terrible video. It's nah. I enjoyed it. Though. He put on a great show. That was a great show.
Man, I missed his Dallas show, man. I missed it. I missed it, man. I had my kids that weekend. I was like,
And hey, sometimes kids, them kids don't care about nothing.
man. And so, yeah, it just ended up, there was some other stuff that was going on, but it ended up not working out that weekend. But I was like, man, I was just told how great of a concert it was. And then just pulling out the old stuff too. And just
Yeah,
the
he did.
energy.
He
Cause
did.
I was planning on getting those tickets sitting in the mosh pit and just going crazy the whole show. I didn't care if I was leaving dripping sweat. Like, you there to have fun and just get it. Man,
Yeah, I enjoyed that one, man. That was a birthday gift to myself too, man. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get me
man.
a Kendrick show, man.
Yeah.
It was dope. It was dope. It
So
was dope.
so similar to kind of how some of our favorite artists like Kendrick Lamar may have dropped Mr. Morale and Big Steppers. You know talked about how a lot of the music that you came out with really resonated with a lot of intimate and vulnerable things about you, and how as an artist you really express and show those low moments. Describe what you would believe to be the lowest point you've ever had as a man and as an artist. What did it teach you in that space, and how did you get out of it?
Lowest point, man. I remember this time where I had got my daughter. Um, I had just got off work, had got my daughter, and of course, you got to buy the diapers, you got to buy the formula and all this stuff there. And I bought that stuff, and it was a Friday too, so I was getting her like Thursday through Sunday at that time, and it was some other stuff that she wanted to do, and hey, daddy would tap that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even a lot. It wasn't even like nothing. It was. I think it was something like go to the park, but I needed the gas to go to work. So, you know what I'm saying? So it was like I remember saying to myself that day, like I never be in this position again. I said that day, and the only reason I was in that position because I was doing stuff with my money that I ain't have to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out, I'm drinking, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing stuff that I didn't have to do. Where if she would have asked that without me paying for those frivolous things, we could have done it. You know what I'm saying? It was just that lets me know it reshaped my focus. Like I felt like, okay, we good. I got the formula and I got the diapers, I got this, that, and other. Granted, she probably don't remember this, that she's a baby. Daddy, they apart, you know what I'm saying? She don't remember it. I remember it though. But and in that moment, I was like, that'll never happen again. Like never happen again. And it ain't never happened again. You know what I'm saying? I made sure wherever I try to put I try to put them ahead of I play chess. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that they might ask for something. So I need that might ask for something money to be here. You know what I'm saying? They might ask for something and my stuff is here. You know what I'm saying? I even took a break from music. I even say that in one of my songs. I took a break from music. Um, once I had my daughter, which I did, I had to take a break to put everything in perspective to see how I can navigate it with them. You know what I'm saying? Well, just I need to focus. Okay, how can I do this and this? Because I love them both, but that this is the priority right now. So I had to take a break. But then I remember as I'm taking that break, my daughter, I had my mic in the corner. She would always point at the mic. So one day I put the headphones on her. If you listen to Incredible, the song I did for her, it's a song called Incredible. If you listen to the old vocals, that is her at like two. I used to just let her say stuff on the mic. She was just all that stuff that she's babbling about. I just put it at, like when I finally recorded that song, I think K was 4 or 5, but I just used those her 2-year-old vocals. So when they say, I can't hear myself in the headphones and all that stuff there, and she's like, you turned it off? She was 2, you know what I'm saying? But it's just I use all those vocals inside that song because that was the reason for me going back to the music. And again, that's where all that I don't even know what made me find those vocals. I was just messing with something. I had done did the song, and I was like, oh man, I can use these. It was just a stream of vocals from her. So I just labeled it Kaylee Vocals and just
I love that.
it was a lot more in there, but we just pieced out what I wanted to make the whole feel of the song and used it.
I love that.
But that was yeah.
And there's nothing like the father's love and determination to come out from those points. You're like, yeah, that's never gonna happen again. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That
man.
was that was never happening again, but like
I
nah.
I love that. So as you are As you're an independent artist, booking shows, living life, working, taking care of your kids, how do you find the balance of growing and building your brand while also still being able to have time for the things that are still your kind of day to day?
So like the building the brand thing was really over the years. I had to just put myself out there a little bit more and let people knew what I had to let them know what Goodie Supreme was, or like I used to always say good for nothing. So I used to have to tell them, I know some people see good for nothing and think that I'm saying I'm a good for nothing, but I had to tell them what it meant. And I ain't never think about telling them what it means, like doing the good for nothing. Because I hate when people film feeding the homeless. I hate when people film that. And then they'll twist it and say, well, if people see me feeding them, maybe they'll get out of it. Well, sometimes you can do that good for nothing. You don't have to show it all the time. You don't have to show that all the time. And once I let people know, like, hey, that's what that means for me. Just do the good for nothing, man. Sometimes I don't broadcast a lot of the stuff I do because sometimes if I'm in that position, I don't want you to film me. Some of these people ain't out there by choice. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to get back on their feet. Don't film them at their lowest point. I would have hated for somebody to pull up with a camera on me and my daughter asking to go to the park and they say, I'm gonna give him $10 to take his kid to the park. I would have hated that. You know what I'm saying? That was like my lowest point. Well, don't film me. If you're gonna help me, help me. Don't film it though. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. So like building that and let people know what it means and when they start buying into it, when I told them what dreams need love too meant and they started buying into it, that was a way to build it. And like my kids, so I say kids, I don't want to call her my stepdaughter. She's my daughter to me. So like my I just want to clear it up. Like I got a biological daughter, that is my youngest daughter, but her older sister uh been with me since she's 3. She's 18 now. So I just want to. I know some people like I thought you only had one kid. No, I got 2. So they buy into it as well. Like they when I started making these Dream Need Love 2 shirts, Maya would cut them out. She would cut them out, watch me press it. She'll fold it and put it in the bag. My daughter want to wear the GFN shirt to school. You know what I'm saying? I just let them see what I was doing. I let them hear the music. And they can be here too because I don't know if they're gonna be creative. I ain't know what they wanted to be at the time, so I just whatever y'all want to do, I'm behind. You know what I'm saying? So like they just bought into it. It gave me the space where I can do both. When I had shows that I knew they can come to, oh, we going together. I don't need no sitter. You know what I'm saying? They coming with me. You know what I'm saying? So it's stuff like that that helped out. Like in the beginning when they were young, I can take them with me. Okay, who's gonna be at the show? Is this show like, is it clean, cussing? What's the environment? If it was for them, sometimes I would turn down shows if I got on that weekend. You know what I'm saying? I gotta turn it down. Yeah, I ain't want to. Some of them was good shows, but I like, well, this is more important. They ain't understanding. Nah, I ain't coming this weekend. Now I gotta wait an extra another weekend. And so now I just turned it down. But then it got to a point where not when they was able to come and go as they please. It wasn't no set weekends. Like right now, there are no set weekends. They can come. They could show up today, and hey, your
Yeah.
room in there. You know what I'm saying? They
They
it
know what's
don't
up.
matter. Yeah, it
Yeah.
don't stop now. Can I? You can take me to school tomorrow. Yeah, come on over. So
Yeah.
it's better this way too. Like it just nothing set. It's better for a mom, better for me. It ain't nothing set. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
just
That makes sense.
yeah. So that helped
Um,
out though. Like just having them involved and what my passion was and what my love was, and they understood it.
what message what message in the future would you love for your brand, your artistry, your music when we think 5, 10, 15 years down the line of Goody Supreme music and his impact on the world?
I want people to really, really, really like be kinder and nicer to people. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
be mindful of other people because you don't know what they're going through. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like you don't know what nobody is going through. You might think, okay, this person isn't talking to me because of X, Y, Z, and it has absolutely nothing to do with
Nothing.
you.
No.
Absolutely nothing. You know what I'm saying? They can just The same way you have problems, they do too. And just because I'm gleeful and cheerful all the time, I'm not always feeling that way. Because the
Right.
moment that you see me not being that way, oh, what's wrong with you? I'm not obligated to have a great day every day. Neither are you.
At all.
Nobody. And so
At all.
I want the world to know, like, man, just be just be confident in yourself. Understand that everyone's different. No one deals with the same thing the same way. Do the good for nothing, man. Just be good to people. It's a choice to be nice. I can have a bad day. I ain't got to make you have a bad day with me. It's a choice to be nice. I can be having a bad
Facts.
day, and sometimes you have to reflect on that. I'm guilty of throwing off that energy sometimes, but I'm also mindful in myself, like, oh man, they didn't deserve it. And I have to sit back within myself. Even though if that moment passed, I know not to do that to the next person that's coming up. Like that wasn't even nothing they did.
Right.
It's on me. So I have to do the good for nothing as well. I have to make sure I show my dreams some love. You know what I'm saying? Show your dreams some love. Don't stop being a kid at heart.
Goodie Supreme, I appreciate your time on the pod, man. I appreciate, just you sharing your light, your artistry, your story. It's definitely something that a lot of people need to hear. And so I'm really excited to post this out and for folks to really see more of who you are. And we will definitely be collaborating in the future. And especially for that festival.
Let's do it, man.
I think
I
it's
appreciate you reaching out too, man. Yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. I was talking to Nicole the other day and I was like, oh, I got to reach back out to him, circle back now that I'm back from my break. So I've recorded podcasts for 10 artists so far. So I got 90 more to go. That's my first initial goal. And I get to move on to phase 2. So
Oh, there we go.
yes, sir. 100
See?
artists. Yes,
There we
sir.
go.
People
We ain't
always
got a
say,
business.
people always say, if you want to become proficient or good at something, do it 100 times. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let me record 100 episodes before I go into my next phase and do all the other things I want to do. So I like the two sayings, the good for nothing and the dreams need love too. I'll definitely adapt those into my regular day to day sayings. I love
I
it, man.
appreciate it, man. I
Yes,
appreciate it.
sir.
And I
Appreciate
gotta
your
get
time.
with you, man. I'm gonna send you a hoodie, man. So you
Yeah,
gotta
please do. Please
send
do.
me your size and address, man. I'm gonna ship you one, man. I got you on the strength of me, man. I got you.
Appreciate it. Appreciate
I
it so
got
much,
you.
man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate your time, and we'll definitely be connecting soon.
Yes, sir, man. I appreciate you.
Thank you so much for watching today's episode of After Rehearsal Behind the Music with Goodie Supreme. He has so much great music out, and we encourage you to take a look at everything, including his brands, Good for Nothing and Dreams Need Love Too. All of the great work that he's doing, his collaboration, his family mindset, his vulnerability within his music, and just the overall message that he does every single day. Thank you so much for tuning in to After Rehearsal Behind the Music. Be sure to tune in to all of the music that we have. And of course, like and subscribe to the pod. Take care. Have a good day.